and the CEO of Imbue, an AI research company that builds agents. Join me with more on news emerging from the forum. Let's take a look.
Oh, this year, everything is about agents. Every enterprise CEO is talking about, how do I use agents in my business? How is it going to transform my company? Is it going to replace my workforce? Am I going to be able to cut costs? And there are others reacting saying, I'm concerned about automating the workforce. I'm concerned about displacing jobs. And that's really dominating the conversation this year. It's all about AI agents.
I think our viewers would be interested to know how you would categorize an agent. And I ask that because the World Economic Forum having a panel called The Dawn of Artificial General Intelligence. So to that end, how do agents fit in?
Yeah, at the moment, most people think of general agents as these personal assistants. You delegate a task to it, maybe it books travel for you, something like that. However, what we've learned at Imbue over the years is that agents like that are actually a little bit hard to use. All of us, we struggle to delegate, and it requires a lot of trust for an agent to autonomously do something on our behalf. And so at Imbue, what we realized is agents are just pieces of software on your computer, and they interact with your computer, interface with it by writing software code, and they interact with you by talking to you or showing you something. And so really agents are this higher level language for programming your computer. And that is actually a maybe more empowering view of general agents that changes the dialogue around how some folks are concerned about replacement and automation. This is a view of agents that lets everyone create software. And so people can create for themselves a new job, a way to change a workflow that they don't like, et cetera.
And a newly released white paper does aim to provide manufacturers, that specific industry, with a comprehensive roadmap for embracing these AI agents. Is this something that can become near autonomous?
Yeah, there's actually some very interesting companies at Davos at the forum this year working on robotics for manufacturing. And one of the most interesting ones, they called Robust AI. They talk about having robots in the factory that you actually work with humans, that as a person you can easily move around, and that looks like a shelf. And so this is, again, about not replacing people, but rather augmenting people. How can we use AI agents to empower people?
President Trump recently announcing a $500 billion plus investment in partnership with tech companies on building out AI infrastructure. Those companies being OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank. What does that mean for this industry and for the capabilities?
Yeah, so one of the things that's happening right now is this massive centralization in the industry. You can see with that investment really going toward these large enterprises. And this is an industry where you get benefits to scale, like you train larger models, you get more capabilities. However, I don't think we all want to live in a future where AI is centrally controlled. And so I think one of the most important things in this industry is to figure out, how do you decentralize the power of AI and make AI into something that's a common good, like Wikipedia, that everyone can use and have access to and change. And AI is trained on all of our data on the internet. We created it, and so it should belong to all of us.
Kanjun, we know that your company Imbue is backed by major players in the artificial intelligence space. Certainly the leader, that being NVIDIA, also the Amazon Alexa Fund, Eric Schmidt, and others. How do you see AI evolving, and how are you working with these companies in steering the future of it?
That's a great question. In terms of how AI is evolving, this year, we're going to see some agents that are task specific that help you. And really the way to think about it is it's just smarter software. Your app that couldn't check your email for spam before, maybe you will be able to check what is spam and what's not. And that's what's going to happen this year. I don't think we're going to see massive transformations. However, in the coming years, we should expect capabilities to increase quite quickly. Your second question was?
In terms of where you see the future going, Kanjun, I think you really hit the nail on the head there. Of course, the World Economic Forum is underway. We have several more days left. What else do you anticipate when it comes to the conversation and news around AI that could come out of this forum?
It's a great question. In terms of the news that's going to come out of this forum, I suspect that there's going to be quite a bit of conversation around AI agents and how there's not that much adoption yet, but different companies and enterprises are talking about how to make use of them.
Kanjun Q, we so appreciate you joining us, of course, from the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. Her company, a private company, valued at about $1 billion. Kanjun, thank you.
Thank you.